Hello and welcome to my review of the Rejuvenate Adept Sanistasia Minced. She's a model in the Kill Team Rogue Trader box set. You can use her in WH40K. I've got her 8th edition rules right here in the Elucidian Starstriders mini codex. What I'm going to do is just talk about the model as always, and then go through some size comparisons and finally pick apart the rules for her. So model wise, she was very straightforward and easy to put together. A few mould lines along her cloak, as with the other models. I do like the fact that she's got some kind of scenic base thing going on with this little glitchling or Nurgle creature. I could have glued her further back on the base so that his hand was kind of included. That's a bit odd, and that's just asking to be broken off if you move it. I like the attention to detail on her. I do like her little optics and her bladed hand and the injector pistol kind of thing. I like the fact that she's got some either blood or vials with her, and that her power plant or pack is connected to that bladed wrist and to that bladed hand, to the scalpel claw it's called, and she's got a little lad's pistol there, I think, and a little torch on her shoulder. So nice, a fair amount of detail. This time she's got what looks like a unicorn on her medical outfit. So there you go. So what I'll do is I'll just show you some size comparisons. She's quite a standard sized humanoid figure. What I'll do is just should compare you to like the Death Cult assassin. She's similar sort of height as one of those. Next to Elucia Vane, she's clearly going to be shorter because Elucia Vane is really tall, rocking those big boots. She needs to be, there you go. And then next to some of the Galapox, of course, next to the Glitchling, she's going to be a lot taller. But next to one of these Vox Shamblers, she is about the same size. Vox Shambler's a little bit taller maybe, just. And then of course next to the Hullbreaker, fair bit smaller than him, as you can see. Comparing her to a normal Space Marine, she's going to be smaller, as you can see. Only just a little bit though. Yeah, just a tiny bit smaller. She's almost the same height with her shoulders though. And next to some models that you might be familiar with, a Space Marine. Space Marine is, I'd say, same height as her. Probably a little bit smaller, so she's quite tall. And then an Intercessor is, yeah, a fair bit bigger than her. So I hope those size comparisons have helped. What I'll do now is just go through all of the rules for Sanistasia Minced. So you'll find the rules in the little mini codex. She's an elite choice, and a power points cost of 17, making her the cheapest model, other than each of the separate members of Niche's squad, which is 6 points, very cheap, which is the cheapest character, so to speak. So what do you get with those points? Well, her movement speed is 6 inches, her weapon skill, ballistic skill are both 4+, strength is 3, toughness 3, 2 wounds, 2 attacks, leadership 7, and a save of 5+. So that means her save is worse than Larsen van der Graus, so is her leadership, but the rest of her stat line is exactly the same. Sanistasia Minced is a single model armed with a scalpel claw, las pistol, and concussion grenades. Only one of this model can be included in your army. Las pistol, same as the rest of them. It's a range of 12 inches, pistol 1, strength 3, AP 0, and a damage of 1. The scalpel claw though is a melee weapon, strength of the user, which is only 3, but it's AP -1 and a damage of 1. That's alright, but it's strength 3. Then the concussion grenades, which they've all got, is a range of 6 inches, grenade D3, strength 3, AP 0, and a damage of 1. The icing on the cake for those grenades though is if the target is within 1 inch of a terrain feature, add 1 to this weapon's strength and damage characteristics. Abilities, Warrant of Trade, which just means that you can jump on board any Imperium transport. Rogue Trader Retinue, that just means that if you've got a Lucia Vane in your little army, you have to set them up all within 6 inches of her or in the same transport. Her specific abilities though, Constant Companion. Sanistasia Mince does not take up a slot in a detachment that includes a Lucia Vane. That's pretty good, you don't have to spend that slot of an elite choice. Healing Serum. At the end of your movement phase, this model can attempt to heal a single friendly Elucidian Starstrider infantry unit within 3 inches. If it does so, roll a d6. On a 4+, one model in the unit regains 1 lost wound. If the unit is Niche's squad, one model slain early in the battle is returned to the unit instead. Fantastic. So you can basically bring back one model from Niche's squad, or you can bump up, or you can regain lost wounds for other members in the squad. And it's a 50-50 chance you'll do that at the end of the movement phase. That's quite decent, and it's worth keeping her guarded. Keywords: Imperium, Elucidian Starstriders, Character Infantry, Rejuvenate Adept, Sanistasia Minced. So there you go. She's an okay little unit. Obviously she's quite cheap. The ability to bring back to life other models is very useful, possibly even more useful than Van der Graus's invulnerable 5+ save. And the Scalpel Claw is quite possibly better than that Voltaic pistol. But again, I wouldn't really want to put her too much into close combat if you can avoid it. What do you guys think of the model and the rules? I think it's great that we get some kind of adept. I want to see more of these kind of models in the 41st millennium, these humanoid models, because Imperium of Man is vast. It covers billions of worlds and trillions upon trillions of citizens, so I would definitely like to see more of the same. Put it in your comments below. It would be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.